What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Cyndi Lauper. We're going back to her 1993 album, Hat Full of Stars. And the next tune is Lies, which I think I've reacted to a couple different groups with songs by this name. The Thompson Twins one comes to mind. But yeah, ultimately we're talking about deliberate misrepresentation of something, whether that's factual information, where someone was, who they were with, or whether we're talking about emotional misrepresentation, oh, everything's fine, when actually you're not feeling that way. Maybe you want out of the relationship and you just haven't found your way to saying it, or maybe you're jealous, but on the surface of things you're playing it placid. But yeah, again, it's a misrepresentation of what is actually happening or what someone is feeling to another person. Now, lies can be more cynical in terms of living a double life, but you're maintaining it through deception, through lies. There are lies that I suppose are not necessarily malicious, they're more strategic, though they can still have painful consequences. There are lies that are perhaps considered white lies, where it's not so much about misrepresenting the truth as it is being delicate emotionally or interpersonally. The classic example, like someone asking, oh, do I look good in this outfit? Sure, because maybe you don't think it looks the absolute best, but you don't really want to burst their bubble or make them feel bad, so it looks fine. So ultimately, there are different levels and types of lies, but ultimately we are talking about a lack of honest communication between people. So generally speaking, it's dangerous territory to be in, so let's find out what Cyndi has to say about it. This is Cyndi Lauper, Lies, from the 1993 album Hat Full of Stars. I definitely feel the sonic evolution, even after only a few tunes of this one. He's lying to himself even. The chorus is a bit fuller, but the verses are very stripped out. That's crazy. When it first came in, I thought it was like turntable or something. But it's funky, swaggy guitar.
All that's left is this knocking of a heart you left on the shelf. You twisted your love 'cause you don't love yourself. Telling me your lies, lies, lies. Don't tell me your lies,
thinking for a lot of the tune, as I said, the verses were very stripped down, and although I do like a more austere configuration from time to time, it felt like it was missing a big sort of sweeping bass riff or something, or maybe a more consistent melodic line, meaning there were these sort of xylophone touches and a couple other, not fully arrhythmic, but they felt largely disconnected from the rhythmic scheme. So there were some sonic elements, but generally speaking, it was a bit like hollowed out, which, I'm guessing that was sort of the point. When you can't trust anything, when you don't know what to believe, nothing seems real, so maybe it's, everything's been pulled out of your life because you don't know what to think, so maybe there's some, like, conceptual basis for it. But it did feel like it was missing just some crucial sonic layer, whether that's, again, a cool synth bass to drive it and give it a bit more, like, depth or weight sonically, or whether just, again, a sort of consistent melodic run, like a synth, or maybe like a more consistent guitar line. There was like some guitar work, but it sounded sort of washed out or like turned inside out. And then again, I'm not sure quite what that vocal flare up, which came twice. I don't know if that was Cyndi, or like whether that was a sample, or whether it was a backing vocal. But it's, again, when that guitar came in, that real kind of funky, I think like, pedaled guitar or something, it had like a real like wah-wah kind of quality to it. When it first came in, I actually thought it was sort of like crabbing or like turntablism, and I was like, oh wait, no, that's like actually a guitar. So I enjoyed the funkiness of that. So like toward the end, it did kind of do some other things that I found interesting, but there was a large stretch of the track where I was sort of waiting for one more element to roll in, even though I wasn't, adamant about what that should be. Like, there were some different things maybe it could have done. So, cool tune, certainly. I don't criticize the tune overall, but like I said, I feel like there could have been a little bit extra in the production, which might have taken this one to a higher level. But yeah, lyrically, it's a strident, I'm done with your lies, like, stop lying to me, and this, the way you've treated this, where I never know what to think, I don't know what to believe anymore, you've deceived me to the point where, I don't know, if I can even trust myself. But at the same time, she's saying you're doing this because you don't actually love yourself, and, this idea that, like, you're saying, you don't really care, I forget exactly what the line was, but she's saying, like, it's not true, and it's like, he's actually lying to himself by, saying that, that he doesn't care. I forget what the line was, but so it's sort of like a, you've wronged me, but also it's because you're so hollow inside. It's because you don't really love yourself. So yeah, I did enjoy the, like, emotional condemnation of the tune. So once again, big shout out to Seb for sharing Cyndi material. Let me know what you think of this one. I will see you next time. Peace.